Welcome to the Health Bulletin. Today, we have an inspiring segment featuring NASA astronaut Sunita Williams, who has made headlines not just for her incredible achievements in space, but also for addressing recent rumors about her health. In a video interview conducted on November 12th with New England Sports, Sunita responded to questions regarding her well-being while aboard the ISS.
Oh, there's a lot of changes that go on up here, but it's funny. I think there's some rumors around outside there that I'm losing weight and stuff. No, I'm actually right at the same amount. We go weigh ourselves. We have a spring mass dampener that weighs ourselves, and I'm the same weight that I was when I got up here. I think things shift around quite a bit. You've probably heard of a fluid shift where folks in space, their heads look a little bit bigger because the fluid evens out along the body. But now, Butch and I have been up here for a number of months. We've been on the workout gear. We've got a bike, we got a treadmill, and we got weightlifting equipment. And I could definitely tell that weightlifting, which is not something I do all the time, has definitely changed me. My thighs are a little bit bigger. My butt is a little bit bigger. We do a lot of squats. And just to go back to the treadmill, why? It's because we're working on our bone density in our hips and in our feet. So I think my body has changed a little bit, but I weigh the same. It's interesting you bring that up. I was just talking to my mom and her friends, and I was showing them the galley, which is behind us, and showing them some of the food. Some of my favorites that we have up here, this one dish, Turkish fish stew, which is really good. It has good fish in it, and it's olives and other things like that, and rice to go along with it. And they were all looking at me. They're like, that doesn't look so good. It comes in a packet, that's already pre-made, and so all we really have to do is heat it up. We don't have to really cook. Or stuff is rehydrated, and we just hydrate it and then heat it up. That's what I did for the rice. So it has a little bit of a funny look to it. Most of the foods are sort of moist because you don't want stuff to be like flaky and go all over in the air, in your hair, in your sleeping bag, and all that kind of stuff. So it has a little bit of a moist look to it. So maybe it doesn't look as wonderful as going to a restaurant, but it's really tasty. Our food lab does a great job giving us not only food that tastes good, but is also really nutritionally balanced. And over a course of about a week, we change out. We get another menu. And more recently, we have a spacecraft that just came up here, and it brought all sorts of treats for us. I like those bullseye candies, and my family sent me up a bunch of those, so that was pretty nice. Oh gosh, with the spacecraft that came up, not only did it deliver candy and other good stuff like that, but it also tons of experiments. Since it came here, we've been working on all sorts of things. I was in the glove box the other day doing some stem cell research. They're doing this whole morning. We're doing some other research inside the glove box. So it's one experiment after another. There's ones with plant growth, which is really quite interesting if we're going to go somewhere else beside for the International Space Station. It's packed every single moment. It seems like somebody's flying around doing some type of task. Yeah. So that was Nick who just flew by here. Yeah. We live here. We're our own IT guys. We're our own maintenance guys. So I was working on a piece of equipment earlier today because if something breaks, we've got to fix it. So every day there's all sorts of actions. It's never seemingly repetitive. It's always fun, never boring. You mentioned spacewalks. We are looking at possibly doing some spacewalks in January, so we'll start to prepare for those after this spacecraft with all this experiments and goods leaves. So sometime in December we'll prepare, and then hopefully we'll do some in January.